It's time to talk mental health with Ashley Cano and Sarah Can. You guys, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So the conversation surrounding mental health has, for a while now, been a little bit more open. And that's because we're learning more about mental health every day. And before it was more like almost like a taboo topic, so to speak. So how have you guys seen the conversation around mental health evolve and change?
So we're seeing a lot more openness and willing to share when it comes to our own mental health experiences and people wanting to share. A lot of our programs focus around reducing the stigma around mental health and trying to help people find resources to address their mental health issues or even just to have mental wellness. A lot of people believe that you don't need to worry about your mental health until you have a problem, but we try to focus on mental wellness and like staying well until before you get to that point that you're in a crisis.
Got it. And do you guys think the conversation surrounding mental health has improved, or is there still a lot more work to be done?
Oh, definitely a lot more work to be done. Like I said, want to focus on preventative. As a health department, that is what we do, focus on prevention. And so we want to, prevent people from having mental health crises, and just educate on mental health and help people out.
I mean, it's like you guys are kind of leading to this path, but it hasn't been until like recent years that mental health has been seen as a legitimate health issue. So tell me about the resources you guys have to offer to tackle this situation.
We recently hosted a mental health fair at the health department, and Ashley did phenomenal with connecting organizations within the community that have resources. We had a yoga session, trauma focused yoga, and other organizations, just to let the public know what's available to them, and I think that was I thought it was great, and having letting the public know that it's available to them, and that, like Ashley said, that it's not in a crisis setting necessarily, that we're focused on educating the public of what's available, and also that prevention piece of it.
And Ashley, I want to go back to what you said about preventative care when it comes to these resources. So tell me about preventative care and what kind of tactics you guys use to approach it.
So we at the health department collect a lot of information. A lot of what our Texas Healthy Communities grant does is look around for resources in Victoria and in Victoria County that we have to address mental health and other indicators that we follow annually. And so we collect resources from places that offer mental health resources, services, give out education. So Be Well Victoria is one of our grants that focuses on mental health and wellness, and so we keep a variety of preventative and health education information at the health department. So we're encouraging people to come in and access those resources. So we have books, we have pamphlets, we have campaigns that we do. I don't know if you would have seen our billboard and social media campaigns regarding mental health and opioid prevention. But we're trying to get it out there that we have these resources here in Victoria and we'd like to share them with y'all. So we'll be also offering a mental health first aid class. It's sort of the mental health first aid class is usually like an 8-hour long training, and so we were looking for something that the public could identify with in like 1 to 2 hours. So we've been working with Gulf Bend to create a presentation for parents that's geared towards parents wanting to identify mental health crisis in their children. And so this fall we're going to be working on getting that campaign out and those presentation classes.
All right. Well, Ashley, Sarah, thank you so much for being with us today, and thank you so much for continuing your efforts in fighting for the mental health situation. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere because we have Joel Novosad with the City of Victoria up next.